Hey everyone! Thanks for your patience. This is a real quick broadcast setup here real fast. Just got asked to do this one just a couple seconds ago, so it's going to be a few more minutes as we're waiting for more and more people to come in. So I'll go ahead and keep you guys here just listening to the TPL overlay music, enjoying it before we get you guys into the match. So that we should be talking to you relatively soon. All right, so we're here a little earlier than expected with the countdown here, so we'll save you guys the few extra seconds there on that. Appreciate you guys all tuning in here. I'm Night Falcon. I'm going to be providing you with some overhead views of today's matchup here between 11ID and CEL. Excited to be here, especially because I goofed up on the last time I was supposed to cast these guys. And just happy to be able to jump in a last second here, help these guys out, make sure all these matches get casted. Because at the end of the day, that's what we all really like to see. We all like to see ourselves on the camera. So I'll do my best to try to get you all in there so we can have some fun. Go over some rules here real fast for you guys. Same as we've dealt with before. One man arty, one man only. Nobody else helping them load. Just they're going to build the one gun. They're going to stay on that one gun and move, not do anything else. Indestructible nodes, get them up. Want them to stay up. Panther Band will be that last little bit here. Also, commander ability for the artillery strike is not going to be available, as well as SPAs. We do not want any SPAs rolling out around here. Come next iteration of TPL, maybe we'll have a little bit of a different situation going on. But as of right now, don't want to have them in here. So we're going to be double flipping here real fast just to get us onto the right sides, as we did have a match flip due to it ending. So let's talk a little bit about what happened to get us to where we are today. Looking at the standings here, Division 8. 11th ID came in here in second place here, only losing to the 27th Field Artillery in a huge matchup. It definitely was a good one. So if they end up getting there together, by all means, we are in for a very good matchup if we can see them again in the finals. But first, we've got to get through these matches first. 11 ID coming in definitely is the favorite here to CEL. CEL wanting to get a little bit of a revenge for the quick 5-0 that 11 ID put on them before. So hopefully we're in for a good old match today, as we're going to be fighting over the area of St. Mary. And then lastly here, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall playoff bracket. So the winner of this matchup would be looking to go down into playing the winner of quarterfinal 3, which would be the 48th Royal Tank Regiment, or SOH. So Panzer Lehr looks to have already punched their ticket in to go ahead and take on the 27th Field Artillery. So with that, definitely leaving up a lot of fun options and opportunities for everybody as they look to go along. So let's go ahead, jump into the action here. Make sure that everything appears the way that it should, and as of right now, it looks like it is. All the times are synced up appropriately. Well, not necessarily totally synced, but hey, we just work here. But it should be able to get us the kill information, as well as the game clock there. Looks to be a few seconds off, but at the end of the day, we'll take it however we can get it. Especially if we can get the kills. The kills are the coolest part. All right, I must say, I also must apologize. I've been a little under the weather lately, so my voice is going to be a little raspy. I might not be able to talk quite as much as I usually am used to in these matchups. Definitely might not be able to throw out as many dad jokes, but we'll definitely take a look and see what I can do for you. Still be able to provide you with what I like to try to be as my best possible option, or best possible commentary. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for, as possible here. All right, St. Mary, that's the point we're going to be working at here. So when it comes to the Axis forces, you're definitely going to be wanting to try to get up there as quickly as possible. Really establish garrisons around this area. As you can see the command mark, because we are an officer, 11 ID, already looking to try to call something out there. Looks like we've got them looking to set up some garrisons right there along the way. These 3 channels right here are going to be big for 11 ID if they want to try to come in and get this pretty quickly. Now, with the offset point here of Bitter Springs, if CEL does end up getting this first cap on St. Mary, would be very interested to see how quickly they can push down into Bitter Springs. It's really surrounded by a lot of open fields, so if 11 ID loses this first initial cap on St. Mary, let's definitely take a look and see how quickly CEL is able to get on top of that and try to get pressure on that 4th point. And for 11 ID, pushing straight back onto the next point with Belgrade right behind it. So they're just going to need a good snowplow effect going on here right off the bat. But we'll take a look and see how it all divides out. Got a medium tank coming down the middle for the Allies. Both medium and light tank for the Axis going on Belgrade. Right up the road here. So we'll zoom on out, see if any pre-planned snipes are coming in. Just have the opportunity to ask either side if they had anything fun scheduled to come on in. All right, so we can definitely see 11 ID starting to come into the fold here. Looks like CEL did not get hit per se on a truck. They just stopped very early, leaving their guys a lot of room to have to come on up into the point here. as 11ID appears to be very quickly stepping onto the hard cap here with very little resistance when it comes to CEL. So CEL might be already setting up to come for the recap because they've set themselves up on their back foot very quickly here. But the artillery here for CEL already coming big, getting a few kills already. Got the Lux coming in big here on the southern side here, trying to make its way up against the Soviet light tank. Not going to be able to do too much to its front armor here, and so light, very smartly, that light tank's able to go ahead and get around, make sure it has front armor to the front side of that Lux. But Big Tractor able to come in with the assist on the tank there, able to take out the Lux there. Good work and coordination here from the 11ID players. CEL still struggling to even get in the greater portion of the soft cap here. Flare going up. It looks like CEL had started to get some stuff set up here on the western side to try to push for a fourth cap push real fast, but unfortunately 11ID said no to that, as they own full control over the hard cap sector and most of the soft cap sector here, with Peepaw, Big Tractor, and Tuna being the closest in to any type of engagement here. Peepaw taking out Cobra, getting shots at the Grizzly here. Tazeka able to take out Tuna. Peepaw here still looking to get some grenades thrown down there, knowing that CEL's in the area. Grenade popping off. General Lee, Crunchy Flare already on the backside, looking to try to get down here into the point. From the backside angle, looks like CEL has opened up a lot of area here that could potentially leave them very exposed to Crunchy Flare and General Lee from that eastern side. Peepaw coming on up, facing the Grizzly and Tazeka here. Pushing on in. Gonna watch the little shadows move as Grizzly heard something but did not see that Peepaw ran right past him. Both dancing around inside the area as Peepaw takes him out. Tazeka also back here in the shed area. Luckily for Peepaw. Oh, unfortunately for Peepaw, Tazeka was able to get back up in and eliminate him. With the OPs so close to each other, no doubt going to be able to see some more action here very quickly here. Okay, go ahead and pop up here real fast to our camera, our Falcon cam here. Good Garrison network going up here for the Axis, or sorry, for the allies of the 11ID. A squad having one little OP over here, causing a little bit of difficulty here for probably Commander Benjamin up there in the supply truck there. Yeah, there he is. Looking just to establish that other side garrison there. But CEL kind of in a little bit of a dire strait here. All they have is the 3 garrisons right here, but they are forming a pretty nice triangle, which is frankly all the real good you can do here in that little section to try to get garrisons up, as it is a little bit of a difficult situation. But let's take a look and see where these garrisons are placed here, because this one looks like it could be warming up already. Yep, Priz already moving on top of this garrison here, unbeknownst to the CEL forces here. Zazrin not going to respond as Priz takes out the garrison right behind him. Fortunately, a little too late. Priz able to get the pop-off on him as well. So with that front door garrison going down, leaving the T-34 with the ability to continue pushing on up. Soviet light tank still causing a little bit of damage here. Appears to have been engined here as... oh, nope, not engined. Just Munchy Squirrel and crew hide behind the rubble. Saved by the help of the T-34 trying to come up the backside there. So good tank coordination here as they were, I'm guessing, Saucy Nug and his crew back here. Yep, we're able to go ahead and pick that up here, saving Mr. Squirrel and his little compadres here on the backside. All right, so with that, CEL already pushed back pretty good forced to come off backside garrisons or down this western approach here towards St. Mary. So 11ID doing very well at pushing them straight down here into the point. As we can see, opening Katushka strike coming in for Benjamin here. Just trying to clear up as 11ID already putting about 10%, 50% cap pressure already on Belgrade. As far as armor goes here for CEL, it looks like nothing is currently on the field at the moment, as the majority of the CEL forces over here on the western side not responding down to their guys in the hardcap sector. We can get as many guys back up there as possible, as it looks like the only garrison close enough here lies just outside of the soft cap area. But 11ID is still putting on pressure as we near about 40% of the way capped here. Okay, we do have one Puma already getting marked as it's coming out of the spawn here. Saucy Nug and crew looking to get angles on that Puma, as Big Tractor already having a tank kill to his name already today. Looks to get the sights put on that Puma. Puma just run around for its life at the moment. Nearing 60% of the way capped, almost 66% of the way capped here, 2/3 for 11ID. Good rocket coming. Not quite sure what that came from, but a good rocket nonetheless. Must have been Big Tractor maybe getting it from the backside. So Big Tractor definitely getting already a good name for himself here when it comes to the AT side. Spawn wave off the garrison as CEL does respond in from the western side. So here we have a pretty good split. CEL on the left side of your screen, 11ID on the right. Will CEL be able to come back and avenge their portion here, as we do see an airhead landing in here? Appears to be for the allies, as it's going to be landing right on top of Mr. Crunchy Squirrel here. Munchy Squirrel, sorry. Airhead going down. Nope, that appears to be an Axis bomb, or an Axis airhead here. Or did CEL Teska? Yep, no, it wasn't 11ID. 11ID able to respond though back to additional pressure here, as Zeka is able to get that out. But nearing 90% of the way capped here. Already 11ID forced CEL way back here. Looking to get J Squad up on the far wing with Crunchy Flare. Potentially able to go ahead and get something going if 11ID is finally able to get this point to fall over the edge. CEL doing well at maintaining their pressure here with the help of a reinforce here, as they are now back on top of pretty much owning all of the hardcap sector, with the exception of the 2 tanks that are on the eastern side of the road. Keely's just braving it out by himself with the scoped rifle here. Hopefully he has that SVT, because if he has that Mosin Nagant, it could be a little difficult for him. Dante come to look and see if he can get an eye on Achilles. Achilles hearing him, most likely running around here, but Achilles getting shots off. Dante hearing the shots though, does a quick 180. Still running around where Achilles is, but it looks like we've lost our first T-34 there at the top. Saucy Nug and crew gone. Munchy Squirrel now the only tank in the area, as Achilles takes out Dante. Munchy Squirrel and company doing well on eliminating more and more people here from the hardcap sector here for CEL. The Yicky Blue Jr. is gonna look to cause a little bit of damage here, as he is looking to get an angle. Could potentially take out Munchy Squirrel with a rocket shot. Will Zen be able to hear him? No, Zen does not hear him. So getting a shot on, unfortunately, does not. Must have hit just below him, unfortunately, for Vinky Blue Jr. Inky Blue Jr. Getting another shot, though. Will he be able to take out Munchy Squirrel? Gets a good shot, penetration on the front. With one more rocket coming in, will Zin be able to get him now? Yes, Zin is able to turn around and take him out before that last shot's able to go on Munchy Squirrel. All right, do I hear an Axis tank coming up? It looks like we do have an Axis heavy here Tiger moving up right up the hard point here. Munchy Squirrel shivering in his boots, most likely seeing that danger coming up against him. Mr. Frog getting a good rocket into the side of the the Tiger, though. Will Mr. Frog be able to get another one? Try to get a little bit of pressure. Oh, but there goes Mr. Munchy Squirrel, unfortunately for them. But hey, they did very well at being able to stay up into that point as long as they did. CEL now appears to be fully in control back of the hard point here, as 11ID has been able to clear up this western side. So I'll do a quick zoom out here. So 11ID able to establish the push that, to eliminate the push that CEL had coming from this side and in. Now they own it. So the pressure that they were able to put on the point, while they were not able to capture the point, definitely made it so that CEL is very concentrated right here in this middle sector. And all 11ID needs to do is to continue to push on through. So CEL needs to get something to get some momentum pushed off of their side here, as 11ID continues just to push on down. We got some good action going here. Big tractor moving on around. But Edwards lined up with the MG42, just trying to save out his teammate there, Grizzly, as Grizzly looks to get some reps onto his Tiger tank. Moving back up here into the front line. With that, it looks like CEL is able to get some cap pressure here already on St. Mary. Go ahead and take a look and see what's going on over there, as cap progress does stall out, but still contested at the moment, as we've got 3 different people up here for CEL. How will 11ID respond? Will they put 2 main people back here, or will Sergeant Johnson, who is able to get into the hard cap sector and essentially negate the cap pressure put on by the 3 CEL members? Looks like for now we're able to defend. So Mr. Johnson there, though, however, has got a very strong, a very important role here in trying to make sure that his guys stay in control of the St. Mary's point. Because if he gets eliminated here, that cap pressure going to come right back in as Johnson, Alex go off on it. Johnson getting a good peak angle there, though. But Das able to come on back in from the backside, able to take out one. Das able to help out as well, as a bombing run starts to go right over the middle of the point. Appears to have eliminated one of the CEL members. And so that, unfortunately, is not going to do too much to be able to help him out. No Garrison put up there for CEL on the backside, just feeding off a 1 OP at the moment. So 11ID still able to continue to put pressure onto Belgrade here on the southern side, as Das continues just to put power down in here and eliminate the 2 CEL guys trying to run up from the western side. Moving on up, Yankee Blue Jr. and Alex. Das able to get the PPSH on. Blue Jr. hearing the shots, though. Will he be able to take out Das? No doubt seeing him jump over the top there. Das unaware. Blue's trying to track him there. Blue missing with the Car 98. Das, though, getting a flip around here real fast, though. Who will win the matchup here? Blue. Oh, but Blue gets third party here by Titus, coming up from the backside. Well done, Titus, to support Das as they continue to look to weed out that OP, which it looks like they have been able to do, and eliminate that threat here for 11ID. So back over to the main action now. CEL trying to fight off as 11ID continues to push on down, owning the real estate here north now of the hard cap. But before long, we've got 2 tanks. We got a T-34 and an IS-1 coming. Really could put a damper on this Tiger tank here, as they should be able to get an angle on it here very quickly. We can see it start moving in there on the northern side there. Yep, shot initially from the IS-1, popping on out there. We can see it right there. It has a little bit of a a little bit of a glare there, a little green outline there from the IS-1. Tiger tank, though, retreating back. Must not quite have the angle as another Katyusha strike coming on in. Let's take a look and see what this IS-1's looking at here. See what angle they have available to them. Okay, we are getting a little bit of a higher perspective here than them. Let's take a look and see. Okay, shots starting to go out here. Saucy Nug and crew. And right there, big tractor with another steal on the Puma there. Able to take out the Puma as the Tiger now only tank armor up for CEL. Taking a shot from the IS-1. IS-1 getting a good hit on it. Tiger's in trouble. Tiger's got to get out of it. Tiger's got to get out of there or it's going to end up with another miss. Oh, Tiger missed the shot, though, on the IS-1, unfortunately for them. And with that, they are going to go up in smoke here. Because I'm trying to figure out why I'm putting my toggles on here for my filters instead of eliminating my highlights here. In just a moment. All right, there we go. Toggling our highlights off here. Now, cap pressure coming back in favor 11 ID now. With the help of the IS-1 and the T-34 coming up from the western side, or eastern side here, we can hear right below us right here. It's a Munchy Squirrel. Saucy Nug just trying to own this eastern side of the road, which appears that they have done with the help of their 11 ID infantry here. Soapman running on up. Yoplicate here, taking out Soapman. All right, Peepaw and La Vista. La Vista. Not knowing Peepaw is there. Peepaw definitely not knowing La Vesta's there. Oh, La Vesta is able to take him out here. Frizz, knowing that Peepaw just got shot, gonna hold his ground a little bit here. As CEL is able to get a response back quickly. Let's take a look, though, as it appears that the backside lock sector garrison has been taken out, so CEL very much in danger here, as they only have one garrison feeding off into that point, with the western side being hardly packed in, kind of like sardines here on the western side. CEL definitely needs to do what they can to keep this garrison alive, as we have a big spawn wave here. All right, and we appear to have gone live as well. For anybody on that backside, appreciate you joining in for us today, even though you're going to be 30 minutes in the past here. Don Gotti able to dodge the flames, though, from Edwards as he throws them on into point. Don Gotti continuing to throw some additional shells downwind here. Taken out, unfortunately, by a little bit of grenade action here from Martinez, most likely just lobbing those grenades there. Another shout out to Don Gotti, a member of the TPL stream team there. Always fun to give shout outs to our guys behind the camera. As with that, Garrison going down right here on the southern edge with a big old shot here, giving his life for it. But Achilles able to get back here. Garrison now gone off the point with 11 ID, now nearing 60% capped here. Just needing to mop up some additional action here, as we are soon to be moving on to the overpass. All right, and with that, 11 ID now going up 4-1 on CEL here. Let's take a look and see how many OPs get back up in here for CEL. Got one officer only. J-Squad gonna need to try to get that OP up very quickly if they hope to have any type of foothold in here, but it looks like with that, they are eliminated. So CEL wiped off very quickly here, as Commander Edgar looks to move on up, get another frontline push garrison for his boys, but unfortunately puts it right in the red zone. Unfortunately for them here, that's going to be locked out. Commander Edgar needed to get it a little bit farther back down there, just below the red line, to be able to prevent that from going red and preventing his guys from spawning in. So with that, one garrison really going to be the only thing that can put people in here. as General Lee already looking to be the solo blueberry, looking for all the glory here as he moves into the hardcap sector of Overpass. As of right now, not going to be quite enough to do it all by himself, but before we know it, should have another one here as more and more 11 ID guys slowly push down into the way here. And just like that, looks like Soapman, Mr. Frog already going after that Garrison here. As Edgar falls, leaving Mr. Frog all alone to be able to take out this red zone Gary here. Mr. Frog pulling out the bazooka. The Lend-Lease able to get it. Good work from Mr. Frog, able to eliminate that threat here. Unfortunately for CEL that was put into the red zone. All right. So CEL needing to get another Garrison up here very quickly as cap progress already starting to come in. Tuna and General Lee in the middle of the hard cap with the initial ability to help out here with the T-34 for Munchy Squirrel. Munchy Squirrel running away from Tigray, who wants to go ahead and get that satchel on his backside. Munchy Squirrel knows better than just stop right now when you're in enemy territory. But we'll give this high-speed pursuit a little bit of coverage here as Tigray looks to try to just track that T-34. Putting in the cardio work, that training from the German forces, able to allow him just to continue to sprint on through. Or who knows, maybe it's the special chocolate that they were given, allowing him to just act like super soldiers here a little bit. But General Lee, unfortunately, falls to Yiki Blue Jr. Said that probably 4 or 5 times in different ways, so I apologize. Hopefully one of them was right. Martinez, Mario, Mison, Yunzi, Dante, and Fritz trying to hold this northern portion of the valley here, pushing into Overpass. And 11 ID continues to push their way across the fields here. With that, Andre and Kibokes, we're going to go with that. Really the closest guys to any type of action there on the front door for CEL. With that, kind of have a good dispersion right here of seeing all the 11 ID to the northwest, sorry, in CEL, really subject to only their spawns in the area of Overpass. As more and more 11 ID men are making their way up to the railroad tracks here. Zeka and Zin on a collision course here. Which one of them will be able to win this battle here as Zin maneuvers through the trees here? It's Zeka able to take out Zin. He goes flying. Trying to jump over that wall, that fence there. But some good shots here, taking out both Zeka and Zarin from the 11 ID guys down the line a little bit. So good work, good marksmanship there for our 11 ID. That opens up that complete section of housing for them to be able to jump on up and in. With that, 11 ID able to establish a garrison up here on the front side, able to just continue to push out the guys that are trying to come off this garrison just to the south. Well, let's go ahead and take a look now and see how this push continues to develop for CEL. The Soapman, Mr. Frog, and Achilles are all looking to get them surrounded. Continue to cause a little bit of damage for them. Garrison spawn right there. Soapman moves on up. Soapman looking to lob grenades. Able to get that SVT out. Go ahead and move on in. Take a look. Oh, just as I was trying to get into Soapman's first-person perspective, unfortunately for him. Caster Curse coming in strong, able to see him get eliminated here. Achilles looking to get on up here. Let's take a look and see what Achilles is looking at here. First-person perspective for Achilles. He knows the garrison's there. Able to get on up. And this high-quality footage of Achilles taking out the CEL garrison leaves us as we see 11ID continue to push on forward, now very much owning a large portion of the map. Let's get back up into our drawing tool here. 11ID owning basically everything from this point in. Really hemming CEL down into these 4 sections, the soft cap sector. Do have a light tank, a Lux that's coming in, but unfortunately it's probably going to be running up against the AT here of Mr. Frog. Let's go ahead and see how long that Lux is going to be able to survive. As Edwards continues to flame on here. Johnson and Edwards going off on it here. Johnson, will he get the shot? He does get the shot, but unfortunately they take each other out. Flamethrower action from the grave here. All right, so we see another Tiger tank coming on in. Big Tractor, though, looking to get more and more tank kills onto his name here. As the Lux backing up his Tiger, though, able to take him out. Peapot also falling. Tuna with one goal in mind. Not one goal. It's a potential satchel here. Looks like he's got an SVT class, though, so not the PPSH. Won't be able to have that satchel play. But right now, Munchy Squirrel going up against a lot of guys around him. Munchy Squirrel finding himself in danger at the moment against the Tiger, and multiple different forces here from the infantry. So Munchy Squirrel going at it again, able to get a good amount of pressure on, but no doubt going to go back and get another IS-1 to bring up in and join Mr. Saucy Nug here. All right, so as it stands right now, half an hour into the matchup, 11ID leading with 289 on the kill front to CEL's 147, or 172. I don't know why my brain switched around so many numbers right there, but it did. It's added some numbers that aren't even on that little screen right there. Johnson, though, and Fritz going off on it. Fritz running with the scoped Car 98. Could be a little bit of a costly situation here if Johnson's able to go ahead and know that Fritz is there. Johnson, though, getting a good peek out on that side. Something I personally like to do from those little sheds. Johnson, though, jumping on over. Not knowing that Fritz is there. Will Fritz be able to get the angle on him? Fritz lining the shot up. But due to that 8-time scope, going to be a little bit difficult as he's eliminated. Cap progress coming back into Belgrade here from the western side. Looks like CEL was able to get Garrison up here on the back side and is now consistently spawning lots of guys here off of this Garrison in the back. So this is going to force 11ID definitely to regroup here. Get some guys back here into the point as Ocelot and Cobra look to move on up. But strangely enough, nobody looking across the lock sector line on the Garrison that's just across the line here for 11ID. All it takes is one spawn off of that, and that Garrison will lock up here for CEL. Now, we do know Garrison is on point here for 11ID. Big spawn wave coming off of it, though, here on the eastern side. Bombing run coming in, though. Going to be right over the top of this Garrison, so this will be a big one for CEL. As it will eliminate this spawn, but 11ID does have a good Garrison network built up here as they are starting to defend. As Bear Destroyer falls victim to that, as well as the Garrison is eliminated. But with that, we have 11ID defending. CEL losing on their back point here. CEL looks to be in danger on their back point here, as well as now 11ID is back on front of that cap pressure. Let's go ahead and zoom it on over here as 11ID is in full control here of the hard cap sector. Nobody from 11ID anywhere near the hard cap or even in the soft cap at the moment, with the exception of a Tiger tank here in the back. 11ID in major trouble here. Don Gotti able to get a shot off the front side of that tank. Don Gotti not wanting to give this tank up here as another shot coming in from the IS-1, able to get that tank, Tiger tank, eliminated. Now leaving only a squad lead here. As the only man here, Dante, only man in here for CEL is 11ID. Nearing 2/3 of the way capped here. Appears to be well in control here, on cruise control here to finish this out. Last desperation attempt here for transport truck coming on in. Will they be able to get any type of push into here as a flare goes up? Only 4 men inside of that transport truck with a rocket going out. Don Gotti, good shot on it. Not enough to kill it, but able to take out one guy coming off the backside as La Vista now the only member of the CEL team inside anywhere near the soft cap sector here and is eliminated. So with that, 11ID is going to move on into the semifinals here with a 5-0 victory over CEL. Go ahead and give Commander Benjamin and company dues for the amount of work they did on the Garrison network there. Well done, as that has allowed them to definitely push on in and flood through that area and prevent CEL from really gaining any type of meaningful push back onto the point. And with that, we will wait just a moment here as we look to get those stats pulled up here for you very quickly. All right, and with that, looking at our matchup here real fast. Hang on, I'm going to give you some nice music here on the backside so that it's not just me and my raspy voice going on here. All right. So with that, pulling it on up here. So, highest killer from the game, Big Tractor, though, leading it. 37 kills for him. We saw a couple good tank kills from him already off the bat there. Keely's and Mr. Frog coming up very closely as well, 36-34. All right, so total infantry kills, 232 here for the Allies, 111 for the Axis. Machine gun kills, only 2 for 11ID, 6 for CEL. Artillery 2 versus 11. Armor, 37-35, so pretty well evenly matched on the armor side of things, but we did see how much the anti-armor play came in with the help of those tanks. Commander kills 1-5, Grenade 4-5, and 11ID owning the bazooka kills. Very big here, 13-2. We saw how good their rockets were coming in everywhere. 1 mine kill alone to CEL. Tigre able to go ahead and get the 1 mine here for our matchup here. So with that, overall quick 5-0 victory here in the span of 36 minutes for 11ID. Looking to move on into the semifinals, where they will look to move on and face, I'll pop on over here real fast, look to move on over and face the winner of PZLD and SUT, or SOH, Sons of UDT, sorry. Nope, sorry, scratch that. PZLD already up there against 27th. Quarterfinal 3, looking at 48 and SOH. New SOH was there somewhere. But anyway, with that, appreciate you guys tuning in to the Falcon Cast. Any likes, any subscribes you can give to us, be greatly appreciated. And as always, we appreciate you guys being here. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Look to see you guys next time on the battlefield. Falcon signing off.